Coach, thanks so much for joining us on the call today. If you take a minute to tie up the game against USF, please, and what you expect to see Friday as you're back in action up at Memphis.
Well, our guys really came back in the fourth quarter. I think we were down 34-7 and tried a couple onside kicks late and didn't get them. But I was proud that we kept fighting throughout the ball game and had less than a touchdown and an extra point there at the very end. South Florida, very, very talented football team. Really tall, long. We need to aspire to recruit those type of student athletes. They're really good-looking group and played extremely hard. And the quarterback had a super day for him. He's, there's 5-6 times we thought we had him bottled up on when we were rushing the passer, and he just tucked it and either broke contain leverage or stepped up in the pocket for big conversions for him. So we got to turn the page quick. We got a Friday game. Memphis played, last Thursday, and so we got to get moving with our preparation. We practiced a little bit today. We normally don't do a whole lot on Monday other than lift and meet and review the team we just played. And, Memphis is, Coach Norvell's really got it rolling there. He's came off another big, exciting win against Houston, and another great quarterback. They're different, but another guy that has got NFL ability, good running game, bunch of good receivers. Defensively, they've been very opportunistic and really good in the kicking game, probably the top kick returner in the country. So, another big challenge for us on a short week.
Any questions for Coach Willie Fritz, please? Star 1 on your telephone keypad will put you in the queue, and then the operator will introduce you.
And we'll now take our first question from Dan Tortora with wakeupcalldt.com.
Good afternoon, Coach. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. To come off of that game, like you said, you've done some good things against ultimately with the victory. To play them within that one possession, a touchdown would have won the game. Just what you can say about the positives you can take away at this point from a game like that, despite the loss.
Well, just I was really excited. I thought our guys really fought throughout the ball game. I told them after the game, it's most enthusiasm I felt on our sideline, where guys were genuinely pulling for each other and into the game, and that's something you got to develop, and so that was really good. And then in the fourth quarter, we made some big stops and got a takeaway defensively, and then also had some big plays offensively, both in the run and the pass, and that's a really, really good defense as well. I think they were giving up 70 some odd yards a game rushing, and we got 250, 60 yards on the ground, and then threw the ball fairly effectively too. So, there's some positive takeaway, but the biggest positive is get a win, and we need to just keep fighting and scratching and clawing, and we're coming close, but that just don't count. So we just got to play better for 4 quarters.
How close, going off of that, is your team in your opinion? How close are the Green Wave to getting over that hump at this point?
Oh, I think we're close. I've told our guys, we can't have a letdown at any point of the game. Everyone on our schedule, if we play up to our capabilities, we've got an opportunity to win. But if we don't, it's going to be tough. It's, we got to just continue to keep, our focus and positivity and keep battling. This is a great conference, and we got another great test on Friday night.
Thanks, Coach. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And we'll now take our next question from Joseph Halm with the Times-Picayune.
Hey, Coach. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Talk to me just a little bit about how the preparation is different for y'all this week. I know you guys are a creature of habit and you like to keep things consistent. What do you need to move up, and sort of how do you get everything in you need to get in this week?
Well, we went ahead and took Sunday off like we normally do, and just had treatment with our guys. We hustled on breaking down, the tape from our last opponent, and then, put together, at least the beginnings of a game plan for Memphis. And then today we met and reviewed the tape, and I told our guys, hey, just pick out 20 plays. We don't need to go through the whole game. And then we started on our preparation for Memphis, watched some of their tape, went out on the field with the scout teams, and went about 45 minutes with each side, and we lifted today too. So we had a busy morning, got a lot of things accomplished, and but when you have a short week, you got to do it that way. You got to try to pack it in, but you also want to back off and not do too much, the day before the game.
Talk to me a little about the challenges Memphis presents. I know it's another potent offense you guys have got to face.
Yeah, you look at it and you think they're just, throwing the ball all over the place, which they do, but they also have a very potent running attack. And, it's, another one of those teams that, spreads you out. And they have run-pass options on a lot of plays that they run. Quarterback runs it just well enough where you gotta respect that. He also does a good job of buying time in the pocket with his feet, but quick release, very accurate, one of the top quarterbacks in the country without question. And so that's something that, we got to work on. A lot of teams are running a similar type style, but they've really done a good job of refining it.
And then I know you've had a chance to look at the tape. Talk to me a little bit about the penalties where they, some of the things I know that they were costly in the game. I mean, how are you guys able to clean those up moving forward?
Yeah, it was. There's a lot of penalties in the ball game. There's a few of them that we went ahead and submitted to the conference office, and there's some that there's just no doubt about it. And when you get a bunch of big, fast guys out there and it's going quick, you got to make calls, both offense, defense, players, managers, trainers, everybody, and officials as well. And but we got to do a good job of coaching it. I've told those guys all the time when the penalties that we can control are the pre-snap and post-play penalties. Those are the ones we got to do, because once the ball snapped, all the calls are really subjective, and they like for them not to be, but it's tough. You got to make a call right then. So the ones that I'm disappointed in are the pre-snap, and we didn't have any post-play, I believe, but the pre-snap penalties, which anybody in the stands can call.
Coach, appreciate it.
Thank you.
And do we have any final questions for Coach Fritz, please? Star 1 on your telephone keypad, if so. Well, Coach, thanks so much for your time today, particularly in a short week. We appreciate you joining us and look forward to hearing from you again next Monday.
Thank you.